Welcome to Infidelity Truths. Before we dive into today's gripping story, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us create more thrilling stories just for you. Let's begin. I thought I married the perfect man. But one night, a forgotten phone, a single message, and everything unraveled. What I found shattered my reality and changed my life forever. My name is Tonya, and I thought I married the most honest man alive. James was charming, responsible, and always knew how to make me laugh, even on my worst days. We'd been married for 5 years, and everything seemed perfect on the outside. He was the kind of husband people envied: thoughtful, present, supportive. Or so I thought. It all began with a birthday dinner, not mine. His. I had planned a surprise party with a few of our close friends, picked out his favorite meal, and even got the limited edition wristwatch he had been eyeing for months. But when I called his office that evening to pretend I needed help with something at home, his secretary said, "He left work early today, about 2 hours ago." That wasn't part of the plan. I dialed his number, no response. Texted him, delivered, no reply. It was strange, but I convinced myself he was running errands or picking something up. Maybe he even figured out the surprise and was avoiding the house. But when 7 p.m. passed and then 8 p.m., and guests began asking, "Where's James?" my gut twisted. At 9:47 p.m., he finally walked in. Cool, relaxed, not a bead of sweat. He smiled and acted surprised, playing the part perfectly. Everyone cheered. Toasts were made. But something about the way he avoided my eyes that night didn't sit right with me. After the last guest left, I asked, "Where were you before the party?" He smiled, kissed my forehead, and said, "Had to run around for some work stuff. You'll find out soon." Cryptic, dismissive. That night, after he fell asleep, I noticed something strange. His phone, usually kept face down, was lying face up on the nightstand with his WhatsApp notifications disabled. I wasn't the snooping type. Never had to be. But instinct whispered louder than reason. And what I found changed everything. The moment my fingers touched James's phone, I hesitated. It felt like crossing a line I had always respected. But something about the way he avoided my gaze, the mysterious early exit from work, it screamed at me louder than my conscience. I unlocked his phone. No password change. Still the same. I went straight to WhatsApp. As I feared, the chat list was clean, too clean. No conversations older than 2 days. But people don't delete conversations daily unless they have something to hide. I opened his gallery. Nothing out of place. Just work photos, memes from group chats, selfies of us. But when I scrolled further down past the albums, I found one tucked away in the hidden section. A folder named Docs. Strange name for a picture album. I opened it. My breath caught. Photos of James at a beachside resort I'd never been to. Sitting across from a woman in a red bikini, sipping margaritas, his smile too wide to be innocent. Some photos looked like they were taken candidly, others were clearly selfies. Taken by her. My chest tightened. My hand trembled. And then I saw it. The most damning image of all. A mirror selfie. James shirtless. Her behind him in one of his shirts. That same shirt I ironed just last week. The timestamps? Just 3 weeks ago. I shut the phone like it was on fire and lay in bed, stiff, cold, and furious. I stared at the ceiling until morning. By sunrise, I wasn't even crying. I was calculating. When he woke up, he smiled like nothing had happened. "I have a surprise for you later," he said. "I have one for you, too." James went off to work, humming a tune and wearing the same confident smirk that once made me fall in love. But now, it made my stomach turn. I sat alone at the kitchen table, phone in hand, staring at the photos again. Rage battled heartbreak, but I kept my emotions in check. I needed clarity, not chaos. Revenge, not regret. I took screenshots, all of them, sent them to a secret email I created that morning. Then I started digging. I called the resort, the same one in the background of the photos. I claimed I was booking an anniversary trip and asked about their couple's packages. The receptionist, cheerful and unsuspecting, said, "Oh, yes, We had a lot of couples here recently. One even returned for a second visit this month. Mr. James Lawal and Ms. Anita. Anita. The name rang no bell. Do you know if they have another trip booked? I asked as casually as I could. She paused. Let me check. Oh, yes. They'll be here again next weekend. That was all I needed. I ended the call and stared blankly at the wall. Next weekend. He planned to lie again. Probably another business trip. The audacity was suffocating. I wasn't going to confront him. Not yet. I needed to gather everything, all the proof, all the receipts. If he was bold enough to live a double life, then I would be bold enough to end it without warning. That evening, I played along. I laughed at his dumb jokes. I helped him pack his gym bag. I even massaged his shoulders while he bragged about how hard he was working. Every touch, every smile, every "I love you" from me, calculated. He had no clue that I'd seen everything. But the most shocking revelation hadn't even happened yet. Later that night, after he slept, I received a DM request on Instagram from a fake-looking account. No profile picture, just a message. You don't know me, but you should know the truth about your husband. My heart pounded as I stared at the message on Instagram. You don't know me, but you should know the truth about your husband. I replied immediately, who is this? The typing bubble appeared, then disappeared, then reappeared. My name is Tolu. I didn't know he was married until last week. I froze. Another one? Married? I typed. You're saying you've been with James too? Her reply came like a thunderclap. For almost 6 months. I met him at a business event. He said he was single. Said he lived alone. We've gone on trips together. I thought he was the one. I gripped the phone tighter, my blood going cold. Describe him, I wrote, still hoping, praying, this was some twisted mistake. She did. Same building. Same smile. Same tattoo on his wrist, the one he got in university. I asked for proof. She sent photos. Him in a hotel room, asleep. Him at dinner, his hand wrapped around hers. Him shirtless on a balcony. The same gold chain I bought him for our 3rd anniversary hanging around his neck. She wasn't lying. James wasn't just cheating with one woman. He had an entire second life. And Tolu had no idea about Anita either. I told her everything about the resort, the red bikini woman, the lies. We exchanged numbers, spoke briefly, and agreed on one thing. James had no idea what storm was coming. By the end of that night, I had 2 allies, Tolu and the truth. But I needed one more thing, timing. He was planning a weekend getaway with Anita. I was planning a weekend he'll never forget. I didn't sleep that night. My mind ran wild with plans, each one more savage than the last. But I didn't want chaos. I wanted clarity. I wanted James to crumble under the weight of his own lies with no way to spin the truth. By Thursday, I had it all ready. Screenshots, photos, messages, call logs, and hotel bookings. I even had a voice recording. Tolu had confronted him over the phone, and he admitted just enough without realizing she was recording the whole thing. He thought she would stay quiet. He thought I would never find out. He was wrong. Friday morning, James left for his business trip. I kissed him goodbye like the devoted wife he believed I still was. Then I booked a ticket to the same resort. But I wasn't going alone. Tolu met me at the airport. We didn't say much, just exchanged a look that said, let's finish this. We arrived before him. We checked into a separate suite, one that conveniently had a perfect view of the beachfront villas. Hours passed, then we saw him. James, walking hand in hand with Anita, laughing, wearing the same white linen shirt he wore on our honeymoon. My stomach turned. We followed them discreetly through the day. Dinner, spa, sunset walk. The picture of a perfect couple. Built on lies. That evening, we approached their table. Tolu went first. Calm, composed. I followed, placing a small envelope right in front of him. He looked up, confused, then panicked. Babe, what's going on? Anita asked, glancing between the two of us. James stammered, I can explain. Tolu leaned in. No need, I added. We're just here to give you both a moment to reintroduce yourselves properly. Then I turned to Anita and asked softly, Did you know he was married to me? Her eyes widened. What? I stepped back and watched as James began to sweat, caught between two women who had just ripped the mask off his double life. The resort manager, noticing the commotion, approached us cautiously. I handed him a USB drive. You might want to see what kind of guests you're entertaining. And just like that, James's weekend retreat turned into a public meltdown. He was no longer the charming man with the secret smile. He was exposed, cornered, broken. We didn't yell, we didn't cry, we just walked away, leaving him in the ruins of the lies he so carefully crafted. We returned home the next morning. No drama, no regret, just quiet resolve. James tried to reach me, calls, messages, even emails begging for forgiveness. He claimed he was confused, that things got complicated, and it wasn't what it looked like. But the truth, it was exactly what it looked like. Tolu blocked his number. I didn't. I wanted him to see my silence, to feel the void where my trust used to be, to know that I wasn't ignoring him. I was done with him. Within a week, I served him divorce papers. No warning, no discussion. The media caught wind of it, thanks to a few strategic whispers in the right places. Turns out James had more enemies than he realized. And once the scandal hit his workplace, the board didn't waste time. He was fired. Anita, she disappeared. Word was she quit her job and left town. She had no idea James had another woman. She, too, had been a pawn in his game. Another casualty. Tolu, on the other hand, started healing. Therapy, travel, new friendships. We grew closer. Not out of trauma, but understanding. We had been hurt by the same man, yet we refused to let that pain define us. As for me, I changed. I stopped asking why he did it. I stopped wondering if I wasn't enough. Because I realized something powerful. People don't cheat because of what's lacking in you. They cheat because of what's broken in them. It's been a year now. I bought a small beach house, far from the noise near the waves. I wake up to the sound of peace, not deception. And every once in a while, I receive another message from James. Still apologizing. Still trying. Still stuck in a life he ruined with his own hands. But me, I'm free. Because the true revenge wasn't destroying him. It was rebuilding me. Moral lesson. Trust, once broken, is rarely whole again. Infidelity is not a mistake. It's a choice. And every choice has consequences. Healing doesn't come from revenge. It comes from rediscovering your worth. Thank you, my amazing subscribers. Wow, what a journey. If you've made it to the end of this story, I just want to take a moment to say thank you. Your support means everything to me. Every time you watch, like, and comment, you're helping keep this channel alive and growing. And trust me, the best is yet to come. I see all your comments. I feel your love, and I truly appreciate each and every one of you. If this story touched your heart, hit that like button and drop a comment below. I'd love to hear what you think. Your thoughts and feedback inspire me to create even more powerful stories. And if you haven't already, subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you never miss a new upload. More shocking twists, emotional journeys, and real-life lessons are on the way, and I don't want you to miss a single one. Together, we're building an incredible community, and I'm so grateful to have you on this journey with me. Stay strong, stay inspired, and remember, sometimes life's greatest lessons come from the most unexpected moments. See you in the next story.